Okay. All right, we're on our next portion of the project, and first of all, let me apologize for all the noise of the traffic. The GoPro camera seems to pick up the traffic noise a lot worse than it really is, and it doesn't occur to me that the noise is interfering with the video. Now I've got the Sony hooked up to the tripod, and hopefully it'll continue recording. And anyway, let's get on with it. What I'm doing now is I'm cutting the table frame itself, which what I'm looking for here is a 1-inch overhang on the complete table with the top. Now 1-inch thickness. These boards measure exactly 1 inch thick, so there's going to be 2 of them at the end of the table, which will add another inch, and then I want a 1-inch overhang. Therefore, I'm going to cut these off 4 inches on each of the sides of the table, and I'll make 4 of them. I've already cut my 16 inches, so they're ready to go, and I've screwed it down. So hang on a minute, let me get this thing off the tripod. And okay, so here's what we have so far. I've got the pieces cut down 4 feet, and I've got my legs screwed on, and all I've done is I've evened them up with the top. Any high points are going to be right even with the top, and then the sides are going to be with the with a square edge. So these are going to be square to the ground, and again, they're not very long. They're only 15 inches total. So even if they are a little bit cockeyed, it's not going to make a whole lot of difference with a 4-inch surface at the bottom. So anyway, that's the 2 legs, and I've got them laid out. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to stand them up, and then I'm going to attach my 16-inch end pieces, and that'll give me the basic frame for the table itself. So let me do that, and we'll continue on at that point. Okay, so we've got our basic frame put together now, and this, like I said, with the end pieces, it adds an inch on either end. I've taken 4 inches off of these pieces here, and I use the exterior screws, the wood screws, which are the 2-inch. Those are fine for putting it onto the legs and everything like that. I use 1 5/8 for the top. So we've got that done, and now I've cut the braces, which will go in here, and these will go every 2.5 feet, which will give me even spacing of 2.5 feet all the way down between the legs, because I don't want to come too close to this, which will support the top anyway. And the way I do that is I start a screw in the board so I don't have to dick with holding everything up. I use a small level. Of course, you can use any type of straight edge, even a good straight piece of wood, whatever you have. And I've marked it off here, and I've got it sitting right where it is. So I've got this piece here, which I will bring up under there and hold it right onto the level. And then, since I've got my screw started, all I have to do, if I can get the tip in there, is go all the way in. Okay, that will give me a good start, and then I'm going to do the same thing on the other side. I've got to move this out a little bit. I don't have enough room here. But this slab is level, so I like using a level slab to do everything on. And garage floor, anything like that will do fine too. Driveways usually aren't very level. So I'm going to put in my braces now. I'll suck this together so we have an even run, and the distance between the frame is going to be the same all the way down. So I'm going to get busy doing that. And if anybody wants to know, I put 3 screws per side in on the braces, I put probably 4 or 5 into each side of the leg, so that way nothing really tilts around, and then once the top is put on it and screwed down, it'll also keep it from moving around. So let me get busy again. Alrighty, well that's one of them almost done, except I've got to do the screw down on it. Now the reason you'll see the writing upside down on this one is because the crown of the wood, the bow of the wood, matched the other one, which is right side up. Usually the writing is down. It's not going to really matter for this. In either case, I don't have an overlap on the back of this. This is going to be the sidewalk side, and then the overlap, which will look a little bit, or the overhang, which will look a little bit better, will face the road, you know, just for aesthetic reasons. Plus it won't be hanging over into the sidewalk. And what I do to mark it off, to kind of screw that down, is I take one of these squares, adjustable square, boy, I better lube this up. And what I do is I just get it right up against the wood that's under here and tighten it up, and then on top here I can scribe a mark with a pencil like this and go just inboard a little bit with my screws. That'll show me where to nail it off. So that's it, that's one of them done, and I ran out of screws, and I'm not going to go to the Lowe's today. I tried the little local hardware store, and he doesn't have the screws that I need, so I'll pick them up tomorrow on the ride to lunch, and I'll get the frame built today. I have enough for that, but the deck board screws I don't have enough of. So anyway, there it is for now, and we'll get back on it when I get the other one done and get it all set up out front. Alright, well, they're done, and there they are. Not quite sure yet how I'm going to set up all the plants. Of course, the black pots don't really look that good, but these are just growing pots. And nice little project. Came in for, Jesus, I guess total probably under $70 in material. 2 8-foot benches, and that gets the walkway a little bit nicer. It matches, you know, the rest of the whole frontage here, and I really like it. I need to move that topiary plant there, but I'm not quite sure. I might move it to this end here. Hey, this is all an ongoing project around here. And yes, I know I need to get rid of these goddamn butterflies and put 50 caliber guns up or something. But no, this is a lot nicer now walking through here. You know, going up into the side. I'm gonna have to do something with those plants, and you know, it's gonna look a little bit nicer. And I think I need to get a few more bonsai pots. I'd like to get a few square ones, you know, and kind of place them around, but some of them really can't be in the direct sunlight. Now the junipers, they can be in direct sunlight, and I've got a couple of them growing, so I might just put a few more junipers out here. During the summertime, they'll really get you know, burned by the sun. Well, the junipers do fine, but a lot of these other plants won't. And everything else is taking off really good. My ficus, my ligustrum, and I forget what that is. It's these purple ones, whatever the hell they're called. So there it is. Yeah, another project, guys. You know, there's always something to do. There's no reason to ever get bored. These, you know, didn't really take me that long to make. moving them. I used my little green wagon, put you know, one side on that, and then just drug it over to where I needed them. So you know, there was nobody here to give me a hand with it. But again, there's no reason to ever get bored. You know, if yeah, I'll leave it at that. I'm not going to get into trying to pontificate too much, but I think it came out well. And with that, we'll end this video. And again, my apologies for the bad traffic noise on the first part of the video. So, take care, gentlemen. I'm going for a ride now. Bye.